Hey guys.
Alright, folks, we're here for the latest of Moonspell, Cross Your Heart. I hope it's not to die. Because that's normally what people do after they cross their heart.
They cross their hearts.
Alright, so anyways, new video, new single, new song, upcoming new album.
I'm
Ready?
excited because the last
one was
magnifique.
Chef's kiss. Alright, let's check this one out.
Side of the road, someone died here. That was so fucking young. Skulls and bones buried in the dirt. Morning gets broken. It's the wake of the ghost. Roses and thorns scatter in the dust. Master and slave sharing a grave. Warnings and omens written in blood. This is another life. This is another time. You cross your heart. You cross your heart and hope to die. To find the place, to guide the race, to find the place, to guide the race. This is another life. This is another time. You cross your heart. This is another life. This is another time. You cross your heart. You cross your heart and hope to die. Another time, another life, another chance. Again and again.
I'm dying to hear what you have to say about this because. Oh man, dude. This could be my favorite Moonspell song of all time.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, dude,
I
that
don't.
guitar riff.
I think the riff is really good. I think it's a good song.
God,
and
it's
you know
like
what?
so Pink Floyd,
so
that
what
riff.
So what I'll say, and this is all I'm gonna say, because there's not much for me to really go into.
What do you mean there's not much? The song is beautiful.
No, I know, but there's not much for me only to go into. I mean, you're gonna go into stuff I don't want to take your thunder.
Thunder.
What I will say
Thunder.
is I like how this.
Ho!
Ho!
And Chitara shows up. You called? Anyways.
I'm liking how this is shaping up. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this album. Although I will say, not as good as the last one in my opinion. And I think it's mainly the chorus. I'm not a huge fan of the chorus in this song.
Actually, I think the chorus is the weakest part.
It's the weakest part of the song. It is. Thank you that you agree with me.
Right.
The last song for me there was no issue whatsoever, so that's why I can't say
Maybe
this
a
is
more
my
complete
favorite.
track, but this track has a better riff.
It's a better riff, but that doesn't take away the fact that the chorus it lacks the aura and
I think it lacks the umph
that
the rest of the song has. Yeah, I agree.
So, for me, chorus wise, it's quite weak. It's a weak chorus track, but it's one of those tracks where,
for me, the riff makes up for
the
it.
riff makes up for it somewhat,
and then some, in my opinion.
For me, it's somewhat because it's still I'm probably still gonna listen to the song, obviously, but it's just enough where it's not better than the last one because it's when the chorus hits, you kind of want to like it, but there's so
it's
much.
It's kind of hard to digest it.
It's really fighting you.
Yeah, all the way down.
So
yeah.
it's one of those.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
I honestly think there needs to be a little bit more life in that chorus because it feels like the chorus is just very lifeless a little bit. And he's doing a lot of the work, which I feel like in that chorus he doesn't need to really do. He's overdoing it in the chorus vocally. I think there should be some instruments to help him so he's not overly, exposed a little bit because he does feel exposed in that chorus. So that's kind of what I would change song wise because it feels like the chorus everything kind of strips away like sound wise and volume wise, like it just kind of it drops down, but then that riff comes back and the riff is really good. So it's like
maybe this is not the greatest Moonspell song of all time, but that has got to be the greatest riff that Moonspell has ever written of all time.
Yeah.
Dude, that riff was like Pink Floyd-ish.
It's definitely number 2. The Alma Mater is.
You like that riff more? This one is better. I know. You don't have to air guitar it for me. I'm well familiar with that song.
That's the best riff Moonspell's
to
ever
me, this
created.
is the best riff.
Nah, man.
I'm sorry. For as much as I think that riff is probably the best one up until
it's
now,
the most legendary one.
Most legendary one by far. That's not an argument. Most legendary by far. When you hear that specific riff,
but you know why I think
you
that?
know who's coming.
Think you're thinking that is
but
because that song is so good and the riff is good, but the song is good. For me, the song is good, but this riff only feels as good because of how down. Like how let down the chorus sounds.
Oh, it's not,
I think
so.
I think it's a really good riff, but I think it's only as good because of how poor the chorus is, and it comes right after the chorus, so it's like kind of a pick me up. Like the chorus
because
the chorus is kind of disappointing in a way, and
that riff starts off.
You.
The beginning of that riff, this part, no, I disagree with you. The beginning of that riff sounds like something out of Wolfheart from that album. It sounded like the beginning. I'm not talking about the whole riff. The beginning, the first couple of notes sound like really, really, really old school melody from a Moonspell song. Okay, but then it evolves into this more.
When you said Wolfheart, I think,
you thought the band?
No, I think a lot of people also thought the band.
No, I'm talking about the album, not Wolfheart, Thomas Wolfheart. So it starts off really old school Moonspell, the beginning of that riff, the first couple of notes, and then it moves almost into like this proggy.
It goes more into
Pink Floyd. Like
for me, it goes more into like this Unto Others like goth rock.
No,
style.
It goes beyond that. It honestly goes beyond that.
The last 2 songs have been very goth rock.
No, but I'm talking about the riff. The riff goes beyond that. Like,
the riff.
That riff is magnificent. It's like Pink Floyd, super proggy, like, to me that I could listen to, honestly, I could sit here, take everything away, and just fucking listening to that. I can only imagine sitting at home grabbing the guitar, you know what I mean, like just doodling around, and then that riff pops into your mind. Well, I don't know if it pops into your mind or your fingers just kind of go through the motions and you kind of create it. If it was me, who there's only one thing I can do with my hands, and you probably guessed it.
And not even both.
Exactly. I'm not ambidextrous. So, well, that's a big word. You know what I mean? So, like, it's hard for me to conceive that, like, playing that and, like,
And not fucking it up the second time.
yeah, and, like, fuck, let me grab my phone and press record so I can at least remember the melody. I don't know. That riff for me is magnificent. Best riff of all time.
You know what's crazy?
Alma Mater, that song, to me, is their most iconic song of all time. And therefore, the riff represents
But I
that
think
song.
the riff is a main contributing factor.
I agree with what you said first about the chorus. I felt the same way. Now, the chorus gets better as it progresses. I feel like it's just the way the chorus drops.
I think
there's a huge
it only gets
drop
better
there.
because you're expecting it, but when it comes to, if I had to pan out and look at the song, it's a very disappointing chorus for what is a
for how good the song is.
good the song is.
Okay, I'm okay with that because I can agree with that.
Yeah.
It's funny that when you were talking, I went to the chorus right away, even before you said chorus. It's funny that we both thought the same. But so far, these two singles, I can't remember the last time I was this excited for a Moonspell album.
Yeah,
And I'm always excited for Moonspell albums. But this one,
It's shaping to be really good.
on the edge of my seat. All right, guys, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.